Let's do this thing. I got a request to do synthetic division as a do it with me kind of video. So let's see if we can figure that one out somehow. Here we go. We have g of x equals negative x to the 3 plus 13x plus 12. So your first step is to let this equation equal 0 because we are trying to solve for x. And if there is a minus up front, just factorize it out, but only a minus. Everything else can stay. It's just that minus that gets a little wonky with the calculator and whatnot. So when you're there, now you want to leave open one line, and you'll see why. And you want to grab your calculator. So you want to say, okay, first off, we're going to use the calculator to find a factor now. And I'm going to go a little faster. There's a different video. Hopefully I can link it on the screen or put it in the description box below that shows you how to find the factor on your calculator really slowly and easy with all the steps. All right. But today I'm going to go a little faster because that's not the focus of this video. Okay, so I type in my original equation, this one. Got to be that one, otherwise you're going to have sign errors. Mode, table, and for f of x, we can type in minus alpha x to the power of 3 plus 13 alpha x plus 12. I think that's it. Okay. G of x, we can just skip it. Start by negative 3. End. Now you can choose 3 or 5. Let's choose 3. Step 1. Okay. So now I look through my answers. I use the up and down arrow keys on my calculator to find all the places where f of x is 0. So right away I see where x equals negative 3, f of x is 0. So this used to be, when it was in a bracket, it used to be x plus 3. We just reversed it. Now if I go down a little further, I see x equals minus 1. So we know this used to be x plus 1. Or, and now I okay, no, the last one is missing. Now, all third degree or cubic functions they have a standard form, which is ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d. And you have to find a, b, c, and d. So our a equals minus 1. Our b equals, not 13, because that's not x squared. Our b equals 0, because x squared is missing. Our c equals 13, and our d equals 12. Okie dokes. Now you're going to draw a box, and you're going to dump these guys in there. So negative 1, 0, 13, and 12. And then you're going to choose one of these two. Negative 1 and 1 tends to be easiest. I'm just going to use the negative 3 just to show you what's possible. So I put the negative 3 over here. And your first step is to just drop the negative 1. Boom. Okay, easy peasy. That's just number 1. Number 2 is to multiply the negative 3 with the negative 1. We end up with a positive 3 over here. Okay, so this times that gives you this. Boing, boing, boing. And now you just add these two. 0 plus 3 gives me 3. Now I have minus 3 times 3 gives me negative 9. Bam. So it's boink, boink, boink. And then we go 13 minus 9 gives me 4. And we have negative 3 times 4 equals minus 12. 12 minus 12 gives me 0. You have to get a 0 here. If you don't, it means you did something incorrectly and you need to go and find your mistake. So here we have this. Now we know one of our brackets is x plus 3. Our other one, this is for x squared. This one is for x. And this one is the one without an x. This guy's gone. So we have minus x squared positive 3x plus 4. This is a little hard to factorize, so I'm just going to take out the minus and have x squared minus 3x minus 4 gives me minus x minus 4 x plus 1. Bam. And then I can just go, I can see, okay, I've got my x plus 3, x plus 1, and I don't have x minus 4. That's the one that's missing, x minus 4. So x equals 4. Boom. Here we go. Okay, so that was the example. Here follows, let's call this guy f of x. X to the 3 minus 7x squared plus 14x minus 8. I'm going to say all of this business is equal to 0 plus 14x minus 8. And I'm going to leave my little space for where my brackets are going to be. Equals 0. And I'm going to have x equals to something. Okay, so head to your calculator and we type this in. All right. Wham, wham, wham. Booshk. All right. I got 1, x equals to 1, or x equal to 2, or x equal to 4. So this one is literally from a past paper, which means you can just go x minus 1, x minus 2, or x minus 4. And did I do that right? I sure did. Okay, but let's say something went wrong and we only ended up with these first 2 thingies. So now we know we need another bracket over here, but we don't yet know what it is. Ex equals something. So we're going to synthetic division. My A is equal to 1. My B equals negative 7. My C equals 14, and my D equals negative 8. So I put them in a box. 1 minus 7, 14, and negative 8. Then I choose one of these guys. Let's choose 1. I think 1 is going to be easy. Put 1. This guy just drops down, boink. And 1 times 1 is 1. Minus 7 plus 1 is negative 6. 1 times negative 6 gives me negative 6. 14 minus 6 gives me positive 8. 1 times 8 gives me 8. Minus 8 plus 8 is 0. And again, we ended up with 0. If you don't, you know you did something wrong. Then I scribble, I say, okay, I used this guy, so that's that bracket, x minus 1. And I am left with x squared, this guy's for x squared, this guy's for x, this guy's for c, minus 6x plus 8. Wham. Then I'm going to say, okay, I factorize this guy. Minus 4x minus 2. And I just see, okay, I've got this one, I've got this one, I need that one, x minus 4. Bam! So x equals 4. And you're going to get your marks for this and for letting it all equal 0 and for your final answers. Okay, so I made up this one on purpose so that we can't just find it with the calculators. And also, let's make it h of x equals, I want to show you something that sometimes happens. 11x squared plus 24x plus 36. Okay, we set it equal to 0. X3 minus 11x squared plus 24x plus 36. We grab our calculators. We type that in. All right, I see x equals -1. And I don't see another value. So this is what typically happens. This is fairly normal. So we know we have this guy, x plus 1, but the other two brackets are missing. Oh, okay. So let's do our synthetic division. Our a equals to 1. Our b equals -11. Our c equals 24. And our d equals 36. So we put them in a box. 1 minus 11. Oh, I forgot to change colors. Oh, we'll just have to cope. Okay, 1. This guy just drops down. Boink. This guy times this guy is 1, which gives me -10. This times that is -10, which gives me 14. 24. Something went wrong. Okay, I'm tempted to leave this in so that you can see. I end up here with 12, and I'm like, no, this doesn't work. This might not make it into the final cut. I don't know. So what I should have done is get this -1 over here. So this goes down. 1 times that gives me -1, which becomes -12. -1 times -12 gives me +12, which equals 36 over here. -1 times 36 gives me -36, and I end up with 0. Yay! Yay! So I have x plus 1 is my small bracket, and my bigger bracket is x squared minus 12x plus 36. Now this is totally factorizable. I want to do it in my head or by, usual whatever, but you are welcome to use the formula. If you have x squared plus a with an x and no thing, then yeah, formula, man, it's your bestie. So we have don't know what happened there. X minus, and this will be 6. Boom. So we have x minus 6, x minus 6. We've got 6 and 6. This sometimes happens. That's how one of your factors might be hiding. One of them actually doubles up. And what happens here is our graph would do something like it'll cut through -1 and it'll come down and bounce. This is where x equals 6. So yeah, there you have it. Fairly straightforward, not the end of the world. And we're good. Okay, so the next one is officially, I think, a funny bunny. T of x equals -2x to the 3 minus 7x plus 9. So And I'm just going to factorize the negative 2x to the 3 plus 7x squared minus 9. And then you're going to end up with this. And now you're going to type that into your calculator. There. Boink. All right. I get x equals negative 3, which means we have x plus 3. And then we have x equals 1, or x equals 1, and we have x minus 1. And then we have our unknown bracket. And you'll see, no matter what you do and how you try and sort this out with your calculator, you don't find the third one. So we're going to do our synthetic division. Our a equals negative 2. B equals negative 7. C is missing, so he is 0. And D equals 9. So I got wham, wham. Minus 2, minus 7, 0, and 9. We choose one of our factors. I think, let's make it 1. It's easier. The negative 2 just drops. 1 times negative 2, push. Negative 2 gives me minus 7, minus 2 is minus 9. 1 times that is minus 9. 0 minus 9 is just minus 9. And that times that gives me negative 9, which is 0. Yay! So we use this, guys. We're going to write that bracket. And this one is negative 2x squared minus 9x minus 9. Okay, over here, I'm going to take out a minus to make my life easier. But I am going to try and be a fancy pants and factorize this. 2x x way too big. That was too big. How about 3? Yes, everything is plus, plus, plus. So there we go. Our second bracket or third bracket is 2x plus 3, or x equals negative 3 over 2. If you need to see the steps, this is 2x plus 3 equals 0. This goes over, negative 3, 2x, divide by 2, divide by 2. Bam, there we go. So you factorize that one. All right. Okay. Last one, also funny bunny, but in a good way. B of x equals 2x to the 3 minus 5x squared plus 4x equals 0. 2x to the 3 minus 5x squared plus 4x. And you're gonna jump in and grab your calculators and like do like synthetic division and blah 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 blah. It's like, no, sometimes it's actually easy. So just check. We've got an x there, an x there, and an x there, which means the easy route is here. 2x squared minus 5x plus 4. Okay. And now we have to factorize this just like we normally would. We're back to where we wanted to be. All that you need to do is try and factorize this. Use the formula. When you put that into your calculator, I think you got error. If you actually went and put that into your, if you actually went and typed that into your calculator to solve it, you will notice this one does not, it gives you an error. And what that sometimes happens. Sometimes you have a graph that goes like this. And so this one would go, not the, oh, undo. Oh my goodness. I nearly had a heart attack. Sometimes what happens is your graph does this. So it only has one x-intercept and no other ones. That does happen. And I just wanted to show you this so that you know. Okay. So that is that. I hope you learned something.